yin with me. Today's yin practice will be yin for desk workers and couch potatoes. So I made this practice specifically for all of us that are sitting at home, that are hanging out on the couch all day, that are working from desks. So a lot of us have really tense shoulders and our hips are really tight and our spines are kind of achy. So this practice is for all of us sitting at home or working from desks or all of the other things. If you're seated a lot, this practice is for you. As I said in the descriptions, you'll need 2 blocks, 2 blankets, and a bolster. So blocks look like this. If you don't have blocks at home, you can use a stack of books or pots and pans. The blocks for today will be mostly for structure. They won't necessarily be for poses. So if you need to substitute, it's totally cool. Blankets are just simple blankets. You can also use a towel if you don't have a blanket at home. Just grab 2. Make sure they're nice and cozy. And then bolster, this is what a bolster looks like. If you don't have one at home, that's okay. You can use a pillow, just make sure it's nice and squishy. You could also use a couch cushion if you need to. So for those of us that are new to yin, it is all about getting into the joints, the ligaments, and the connective tissue of your body. So we use the props to build up support so that we can effectively get into the poses through stillness and soften up those spaces. There should not be any pain at any moment. So if there's pain, stop, back out, adjust, and then possibly go back in. There may be some discomfort, but there should never be pain. And remember, you are the boss of your body. You are doing this practice on your own. So if something doesn't feel right, don't continue to do it. Listen to your body. You can always substitute it for something else that feels right for your body. So let's get to it. We'll start off in a cozy seat. This is cozy for me, might not be cozy for you, so just a cozy seat. Just feel your hips root down. Feel your spine lengthen up from your pelvis. Stack your throat over your hips, and if it's comfortable, close your eyes. Relax your jaw, soften your face, and let your body and your mind settle in. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In again, and out. Once more in, and release. Take a moment to scan your body. Notice any sensations, any spaces of tension, and anything else that draws your attention. Know that we're not judging anything that we find. We're just looking for awareness to best serve your body today. Notice where your mind is. If it begins to wander at any moment, don't get frustrated. Just come back to this space, back to your body, and back to your breath. And notice your breath. Is it shallow, rapid, ragged? Could you take your breath a little deeper? And finally, shift your awareness to an intention. Something you'd like to manifest through this practice, or simply recognize the reason why you made it to your mat. If you don't have an intention for yourself, the group intention, my intention for this practice, will be to breathe. So regardless of anything else, regardless of if your mind wanders, in spite of any limitations in your body, even if there's sounds all around you, if all you manage to do is breathe, and you've accomplished all you needed to do in this practice. So whether you've created your own intention or accepted mine, with your next 3 exhales, send it out onto your mat and out into the space you're in. Take one more deep breath for yourself. And let it go. And softly open your eyes. All right, let's build our first pose. So our first pose is actually just going to be a child's pose. So, you've got lots of different options. Option 1, you can take your knees wide, big toes touch, hips over your heels. And the reason why I suggest knees wide is just so you have space to breathe. But if your knees going together feels better for your body, obviously do that. So option 1 is to take a bolster between your knees, reach your arms forward, and rest down. This is nice and cozy. You can also just reach your arms forward and rest your forehead down. If your hips start to be a little sassy, you can take your bolster under your hips for a little bit of support. If your knees start feeling sassy, you can also use your bolster under your hips for support. And you'll reach down. And if your ankles or the tops of your feet start feeling sassy, you can roll up one of your blankets, like so, and tuck it under your ankles. Just like that. So make sure you feel supported enough that you can find a position in your child's pose that works for your body and also allows you to stay still for a little while. And once you find your space, allow your body to settle in. This is a great space to connect with your breath. You can feel your belly press against your thighs every inhale and soften back every exhale. You can also feel your lungs expand across your back every inhale and soften back every exhale. Just notice the rhythm of your breath. And in my yin practices when I teach, I like to focus in on the breath and on the sensations of your body. So I won't be talking a whole lot. I challenge you to really dive into your breath today, especially since that's the intention for this practice. The deeper, longer exhales will stimulate the rest and digest part of your brain and allow you to relax, not only physically, but mentally as well. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, gently lift yourself up and find whatever movement your body needs. There's no right or wrong way to move. It's just what feels right for your body. I'll give you 1 more breath to move. And from here we'll move into a supported fish. You've got 2 options. You can use the blocks or you can use your bolster. So for the blocks, you'll take 1 at medium height and 1 at the tallest height. Medium height goes under your sternum, if you know what a bra is, where the bra line would go. And the second one goes under your head. Your arms come out to the sides, palms facing up, shoulder height. If you'd like to use the bolster, the short end of the bolster will go right behind your tailbone. So the long ways is straight out from your spine so you can lay right back on it. And you'll lay back again. If you want to get into your hips a little bit here, you can make a butterfly shape by bringing the soles of your feet together. And then I recommend rolling up your blankets and tucking them under your knees for support. And you probably can get your knees down, and that's super great, but it's always nice to be supported. So I recommend support. So like I said, you lean back, arms out to the side, palms facing up. This is another great space to focus in on your breath because you can feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. Notice where your mind is. Come back to your breath. If you're ready, we'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. your third breath. Bring your knees together if you had them bent. Roll to one side, all the way down to the floor. And then lift yourself up. And now we'll get into a little bit more intense poses. So like I said before, if it doesn't feel right for your body, not just discomfort, but if it's painful, don't do it. If there's some discomfort, sit with it a little bit and see what you find. So from here, we're moving into everybody's favorite, dragon. So we'll meet in a tabletop position. And then step your right foot forward. And if you have short little baby arms like me, you might want to take your blocks under your hands. You can also take a blanket under that back knee if you'd like. Just make sure that you are past the kneecap, not directly under it. And this seems like a very active yin pose, but that is the case. And if this feels like a whole lot for your body, you can always take your bolster or your pillow and place it under your left thigh so that you are supported in this position. Don't forget to breathe. This is one of those positions where we tend to hold our breath. Relax your jaw. See if you can allow your body to soften just 2% more. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. And normally I like a little bit of movement between the poses, but it's very simple to go to our next pose, so I'm going to go ahead and encourage you to go there. So we'll need our bolster and we'll need both our blocks. You'll take one block and put it under your booty so you're seated on it. And your left knee is bent off to the side. So this is half saddle. I like to do these one at a time rather than asking your body to do them both at once, because that can be a little intense for some people. So we've got the block under our hips. Left knee is bent. Your left heel is just outside your hip, and then your right leg is straight. And if you are hypermobile in your knees, I recommend tucking a blanket under your extended knee, just so that way you're not extending for an extended amount of time, because it's not super cozy. And then you're going to use your second block, place it at medium height, and place your bolster on top. Like so. So it's right behind your tailbone. And if this is a lot for you, you are more than welcome to just hang out here. You don't have to go any further. But if you have the space, lift your hips, reset, and lay back on the bolster. And then you can place your arms wherever suits you best. And we'll breathe here. Another great space to feel your belly rise and fall. Notice where your mind is. If it begins to wander, come back to this space. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, press your hands down, lift yourself up. Then you'll lift your hips and take your body over to the right so that you can bend your left knee around. Now your left knee is next to your bolster. And from here we're going straight to deer. So you'll bend your right knee off to the side. If you want to do a little bit of internal rotation, you can take your block under your right foot. Not a requirement, just an option. And you can keep the block under your bolster if you'd like. You'll bring one hand to either side of the bolster and come down, but you're also more than welcome to remove that block. So you can twist and go down a little further. And once you find your space, allow your body to settle in, and we'll just breathe. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, softly, gently rise. Move your support and find whatever movement your body needs. I'll give you one more breath. And then we'll take the other side. So when we meet back in our tabletop, this time you'll step your left foot forward. And if you have short little baby arms like me, you'll need your blocks. You can place a blanket under your right knee. Again, make sure that you are on/above your kneecap rather than below it. And you can place your bolster, your pillow, under your right thigh for a little bit of support. And now we breathe. Relax your jaw. Remember to breathe deeply. See if you can allow your body to soften just 2% more. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, lift your hips. And again, we're going to move right into the next pose, half saddle. So you'll take 1 block under your booty. Left leg extends out straight. Right leg is bent. Your foot is right outside your hip. And if you have hypermobile knees like me, you'll want to put a blanket under your left knee for a little bit of support so it's not hyperextending the whole time we're here. And you'll take your other block at medium height and place it right behind you onto, place your bolster on the block instead of on the floor. There we go. All right, so we're nice and supported. And then you can stay here if this is enough for you, or lift your hips, reset, and lay back onto the bolster. And you can place your arms however you'd like. And we'll just breathe here. Notice the quality of your breath. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, press your hands down, lift yourself up, lift your hips and send your body over to the left so that your right knee can bend and come around. Your right leg is next to the bolster and your left knee can bend off to the side. If you want to do a little bit more internal rotation, you can bring your left foot onto a block. Not required, just an option. And again, we'll twist so that one hand is on each side of the bolster. You can choose if you want to leave the block or remove it. And then watch out for your cool earrings and soften down. And we'll breathe here. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. After your 3rd breath, lift yourself up and find whatever movement your body needs. I gave you another breath to wiggle around and move. And from here, we'll move into a supported bridge. You can use your blocks or your bolster. It does not matter to me. Just whatever feels right for your body. So the blocks, I would recommend either lowest or medium height. The tallest height is really tall, and it's not going to be super cozy for an extended amount of time for most people. So either medium or lowest height. What you'll do is you'll lay down, lift your hips, choose your height, and place your blocks under the juicy part of your booty. So not super high up in your low back. That's not going to be comfortable. It needs to be under the juicy part of your booty. And you'll extend your legs down and reach your arms overhead. Your other option is to use your bolster. And it is the same concept. So you lift your hips, tuck it under the juicy part of your booty, extend your legs down, and reach your arms overhead. So do what feels best for your body, and then allow yourself to soften in. This is another great space to feel your belly rise and fall. We'll take our 3 cleansing breaths to close out this pose. after your third breath. Bend your knees, gently lift your hips, move your support. Now we're moving into Shavasana. And this Shavasana today, I want to use my bolster as support for my legs, so I'm just going to scoot it down. But you are more than welcome to take any of the props that you have and build a cozy nest for your body. So the reason why I'm placing the bolster under my knees is because the way it shifts my pelvis, it allows me to lengthen up through my spine. So I'm feeling really spacious. But like I said, everything is optional. If you have your hands out by your sides, let your palms face up. Lift your chest and tuck your shoulder blades in towards your spine so they lay flat on the floor. Take your feet nice and wide, even wider than your mat. Then tuck your chin in towards your chest just slightly so your neck is nice and long as well. And feel all the points of contact between your body and the floor. Relax through your heels, your calves, your hamstrings. Relax through your glutes, your hips, and your back. Relax through your shoulders, your arms, the backs of your hands and your fingertips. Relax your neck, relax your jaw, let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Relax the back of your head. And notice how as you have this softening, this sinking, relaxing feeling, how the earth also rises up to support you and to carry you. Allow yourself to receive that support, to be soft. Know that you are worthy of this moment of softness and stillness. And allow yourself to enjoy it. This moment is for you.
As we begin to close out of this Shavasana, bring your awareness to your breath. Feel your belly rise and fall as you take your breath a little deeper. Feel the softness and the ease throughout your body. And feel the energy of your body more easily flow through all the space you've created for yourself. Turn the corners of your lips upwards. Graze your thumbs across each of your fingertips and roll your wrists. Maybe rock your head side to side. And if it feels right, take a full body stretch. You can choose to stay as you are for another moment, or if you'd like, gently roll to your left side. You can use your head as a pillow, your arm as a pillow for your head. And when it suits you best, come on up to a comfortable seat with your hands at your heart center. Let's take one more deep breath together in and out. Bow to yourself. Send yourself some gratitude for making it to the mat today, and send some love and compassion to your very strong, very capable, very beautiful body. Thank you for making time for yourself, for taking the time to dig a little deeper into your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share mine with you via this video. The light in me loves the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. All right, so I hope you had a wonderful practice. I hope you feel nice and cozy and relaxed and soft and wiggly, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day.